Welcome everybody to diving into shamanism. Thank you so much for putting the time aside for you. And you're really encouraged to grab this opportunity to really sink into your heart, to sink into your couch, to sink into your chair, to sink into the present moment. My name's Mark and I'm the founder of One Tribe. I've been teaching shamanic healing for 19 years and I love it, I live it, I breathe it, and if you can get a little bit out of this, but I'm hoping a lot out of this, then I will be tickled pink and really happy to be of service for you and service for each other. So let's take a breath in together. So let's breathe in and breathe out. That's it. You can just make a sound as you breathe out. So breathe in. Just kind of shake your hands, shake your body a little bit. So breathe in. That's it, just shake it out a little bit. So the reason why we're offering this program, there's a few reasons. The first one is that we do much bigger programs than this. We do like 10-day programs. These are our shortest training programs, but we also offer a year-long one as well. And it's just not enough time to get everybody really prepared for it. So rather than spend a whole day in preparation when people begin, we can just dive into it. So this is going to be a prerequisite for people doing the training with us. So thank you for making this possible, doing it live, whether you're joining us live or listening to the recording, it doesn't matter, we're all together. But that just gives us the opportunity to facilitate this program for students before they even come. The second reason that we're offering this is that we strongly feel that medicine should be shared and not kind of hoarded for ourselves. When we do our trainings, we only have 20 people in a room. We dive deep, we really go in, but it's so good to share this. You know, I'm at the age, I'm just about to turn 50, where, you know, I really want to share this. I don't want to just have 20 people at a time. I want everyone to be able to access their guides, to clear energy, to connect to the four directions, to know that they are sacred, to know that their essence is love, to know that they are supported in every step they take if they open up to that support. That we're not this small little person, we're this big connected person and we're connected to each other. So I really encourage us to just breathe into that interconnectedness with each other. So in the shamanic path, we know time's not linear, so it doesn't matter when you listen to this, you're with us, we're with you. So let's breathe in that connection. So breathe everybody in and breathe out. And you can say, sometimes I've been hurt being in a group.
Sometimes I've been hurt being in a group.
Sometimes I have not been welcomed in a group.
Sometimes I've not been welcomed in a group.
And I may be suspicious of groups.
And I may be suspicious of groups.
And have sorts of walls and blocks to them.
And have sorts of walls and blocks to them.
But I consciously bring them down now.
But I consciously bring them down now.
Those experiences were in the past, they're not happening now.
Those experiences were in the past, they're not happening now.
And I choose to connect as a group.
And I choose to connect as a group.
And I want to really reaffirm, it doesn't matter if you're listening to this later, we feel you. And know that and hope that you feel our love. So let's breathe that oneness in. Doesn't that feel good? You know, doesn't that feel good to open your heart to your brothers and sisters, to each other? So let's do that again. Let's breathe in together. Open your heart wide. And you can say, I'm welcomed here.
I'm welcomed here.
I'm not judged here.
I'm not judged here.
I'm welcomed as I am here.
I'm welcomed as I am here.
Breathe in. Just before we started, I was just having a bit of a tune in, and I could feel how, you know, through history, we've kind of not been allowed to just connect to the divine, to connect to oneness, to connect to source, which is us. There's been a lot of kind of going through something, going through a religion, going through a monarchy, going through someone at the top of the chain. And it almost can feel a little bit guilty or wrong to like have this direct connection with life, direct connection with the divine, direct connection with your higher self, direct connection with all that is. In the shamanic path, that is normal. You know, there's nobody and there's nothing in the way of you and the divine, you and spirit. So that's why in shamanic gatherings, it's always a circle. Everyone comes together as a circle. No one's bigger than or smaller than anyone else. Everybody's wisdom is honoured and everybody's role is held as sacred and equal. And that can be different to organisational structures, to a lot of religious hierarchies. For example, I grew up a lot in the guru tradition when I was a little kid, and that's more like a pyramid shape, you know, where the guru's right at the top, which is awesome because they've embodied that sense of truth and self, and you worship and honour that guru so that you become that, you know, that light, that pinnacle is there to remind us that we are that too. But what can happen is we kind of get told that we're wrong or sinful or bad through time, to just connect to spirit, to just connect to life, to connect to source. Why don't we say together, it is not bad or wrong to connect to all that is.
It is not bad or wrong to connect to all that is.
It's natural.
It's natural.
I am all that is.
I am all that is.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I completely dissolve any thought forms that there's anything wrong with that.
I completely dissolve any thought forms that there's anything wrong with that.
Let's do that strongly together. Let's take a breath in and make a sound. I appreciate that over time.
I appreciate that over time.
If I said I was connecting to the divine,
if I said I was connecting to the divine,
that would be seen as bad and wrong.
That would be seen as bad and
even
wrong.
Evil.
Even evil.
I could have been killed for it.
I could have been killed for it.
Throughout the ages, I may have been killed for it.
Throughout the ages, I may have been killed for it.
But it is 2024.
But it is 2024.
That is not going to happen to me now.
That is not going to happen to me now.
So I am going to dissolve that belief.
I'm going to dissolve that belief.
That subconscious barrier.
That subconscious barrier.
To me and the interconnected nature of life.
To me and the interconnected nature of life.
So we're working together here. You know, this is serious stuff. So when we do this, I want you to really have a sense of calling in fire, calling in the violet flame. You can say, I break all vows and agreements I ever made.
I break all vows and agreements I ever made,
conscious or unconscious,
conscious or unconscious,
from myself or my ancestors,
from myself or my ancestors,
that in some way
that in some way
blocks me from divinity,
blocks me from divinity,
my divinity.
my divinity.
That's it. Take a strong breath in. I don't need to go through anyone to connect to my divinity.
I don't need to go through anyone to connect to my divinity.
I am divine.
I am divine.
Another breath in. A lot of love. I am not going to hurt anybody by connecting to the divine.
I'm not going to hurt anybody by connecting to the divine.
I'm not going to hurt my family or loved ones,
I'm not going to hurt my family or loved
my
ones,
friends or community.
my friends or community.
It is normal and natural
It is normal and natural
to pulse with the divinity of the universe.
pulse with the divinity of the universe.
My nature is divine.
My nature is divine.
Breathe in. I fess up to the world.
I fess up to the world.
I am a spiritual person.
I am a spiritual person.
I'm interested in the spiritual nature of life.
I'm interested in the spiritual nature of life.
There is just no way in the world that you'd be here if you weren't. So let your community know that you are going to honor yourself. I honor my connection.
I honor my connection.
I honor my calling
I honor my calling
to something sacred.
to something sacred.
And that is not bad or wrong.
And that is not bad or wrong.
I give myself that permission.
I give myself that permission.
And I give everybody that permission
And I give everybody that permission
to find their own path,
to find their own path,
to be in their own heart,
to be in their own heart,
to pulse with the sacred nature of life.
to pulse with the sacred nature of life.
It is not bad or wrong to feel good.
not bad or wrong to feel good.
It is not bad or wrong to
It
love.
is not bad or wrong to love.
It is not bad or wrong to know that I'm sacred.
It is not bad or wrong to know that I'm sacred.
To feel that.
And to feel that.
To be that.
To be that.
To love from that space.
To love from that space.
I rewrite my belief system.
I rewrite my belief system.
And feel into that. Feel into what is your belief system that you choose to have for yourself about your connection to the divine, your connection to oneness, your connection to all that is. What is the belief system that you choose for yourself? Now that we've cleared some of that, gotten that out of the way, gotten the guilt, the shame, the doubts, the insecurities out, what is the new belief that you're going to write for yourself? I invite you to just feel into that for a moment. I'm just going to play a little bit of a bowl. Really breathe into your heart if you're not sure. What do you choose is your experience of the divine? What beliefs will make that easy, natural, and accessible for you? It is not bad or wrong to have a direct connection. That's the shamanic path. Right there. Direct connection. A path of direct revelation. It's you and all that is. There's nothing in the way of that. on my spiritual team
I call on my spiritual team
who love me unconditionally
who love me unconditionally
to help me to feel safe,
to help me to feel safe,
to find my center again,
to find my center again,
to find my calling again,
to find my calling again,
to access my divinity again,
to access my divinity again,
so that that is natural and normal.
so that is natural and normal.
I choose that every step I take is a sacred one.
I choose that every step I take is a sacred one.
That's sort of like something I would say. You might want to like scrap that if that doesn't belong to you or you don't connect to that. How nice though, what a lovely intention for yourself that every step you take is a held one. Every step you take is a sacred one. Every step you take is a supported one. That the universe is loving, supporting, kind, and so are you. I am kind, I'm loving, I'm generous, I'm supportive to everyone's growth. I'm happy for everything the good that happens to everyone else. The happier you are for everyone else, the more you're going to get of that. Celebrate, like I celebrate everybody's wins and triumphs as my own. You can say throughout the eons of time,
Throughout the eons of time,
energies have tried to get in the way
energies have tried to get in the way
of me and myself,
of me and myself,
me and all that is.
me and all that is.
Some of those energies may have even protected me
Some of those energies may have even protected me
in other lifetimes or even this one,
in other lifetimes or even this one,
but they don't serve me now.
but they don't serve me now.
I release and let them go.
I release and let them go.
Anything that I've put there
Anything that I've put there
to get in the way of me and myself and all that is.
to get in the way of me and myself and all that is.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
I break the vows and agreements between us,
I break the vows and agreements between us.
and I set you free.
And I set you free.
And you can even use your hands to kind of cut, like have cut between you and that. Take a breath in and blow it out. Breathe in and blow it out. And have this sense of all these helpers and all of this nonsense, all of the fear that have been put between you and yourself, you and life, for a reason, for a purpose, so that the powers that be stay in control, that you're serving the monarchy, that you're serving the religious organization and structure through time. And energy is just energy. It gets passed along. We kind of feel it. We inherit it through our family just by being in our family. We pick it up through our communities. It's this unspoken energy. And then we put all these things in place subconsciously so we don't make a mistake. What happens if I'm connecting with all that is? I'll get in trouble. What happens if I know something? What happens if I see the beauty in all that is? Somehow that's wrong. And that's only been put in place to disempower you. The shamanic path, I promise, is the opposite of that. It's all about connecting you to all that is. Throughout the ages, the young ones were always sent off to have vision quests, to find their own connection, to know who they are, to know what their calling is, to become themselves. And they were supported when they returned to live the life of their calling. A life connected to their higher selves, to nature. What do you choose for yourself? Do you choose to live a life based on your ancestors, big powerful organizations, monarchies, religions? Or do you choose to live your life from your higher self, from your calling, from your spirit? Everybody has different things that juice them, that inspire them, that light them up. It's not bad or wrong to move towards the things that light you up, that ignite your spirit, that bring you passion and purpose. It's not bad to live like that. Isn't it crazy that we would ever think that? Consciously, none of us do, but subconsciously, I feel it in this group. I just feel there needs to be a bit more shaking of that off, so you can kind of shake your body, and we just use the rattle and really just shake your body a bit. Just shake it off. Energy is just energy. That's it. Move your body. I really encourage you. Move your body. Shake your body. Shake it off. That's it. Move your body. I encourage you to stand up if you want to. Just shake off the past. Shake off the fear. Shake it out of your body. It's just energy. And with the rattle and with our intention, if you even want to make a sound as you do it, go for it. And I promise you, like life, you get out what you put in. So if you just sit there and be passive, you're going to get a little bit out. If you go for it, if you let go, obviously you're going to get more. So I really encourage you to be free, to really shake off the control. It's control energy, it's limitation energy, it's be smaller than you are energy. Just do it your way. Have this sense of clearing your path, clearing your way. In your own way, take off what is in your way, what is in your path. Take it off your path. And say, I take life in my own hands.
I take life in my own hands.
And I clear this stuff.
And I clear this stuff.
I refuse to have anything on my path.
I refuse to have anything on my path
that I did not put there.
I did not put there.
Or that does not support me.
Or that does not support me.
In being me.
In being me.
That's it. Really take it off. refuse to allow anything
I refuse to allow anything
or anyone
or anyone
to be on my spiritual path and blocking it.
to be on my spiritual path and blocking it.
It is only me that allows that.
It is only me that allows
It is
that.
just a belief.
It is just a belief.
It is just energy, and I clear it now.
It is just energy, and I clear
That's
it
it.
now.
Breathe in. And a lot of that you may have put there yourself, so take it off. Just intend that you're lifting it up. Like, everyone works differently. Some see, some feel, some know, some intuit. Have this sense of lifting it up, putting it off. Whether that's in your mind, whether that's physically, whether it's shaking, whether it's kind of yelling it out. Everyone's got their own different way. So give yourself permission to do what you need to do. Give yourself the acknowledgement that you have the body wisdom to know what to do for you. That's it. Breathe in and just breathe in and allow that to happen. Say, my path is my own.
My path is my own.
My path is my choosing.
My path is my choosing.
And just come into your heart and feel into your choice. Feel into your choice. What are you choosing for yourself? What are you choosing for your life? And choose wisely, choose well. Our life evolves from the beliefs that we have about it. And your heart is always an uplifted place to connect to bring in healthy beliefs. We don't change our lives by changing all the bits in it outside of us. We change our lives by changing our beliefs about it. Okay, none of that was planned, so we'll get back onto the program. So, there are 4 sessions that we're doing. Thank you everybody for that. Thank you Amanda, she's jumped in so that there's someone here that you can actually hear when I'm saying an affirmation, and she's going for it herself, and I hope encouraging you to do that. You have full permission, Amanda, just go for it. So we've got 4 sessions, they're 2 hours each. The first one today is reconnecting you to the shamanic path. There's no way you'd be on this program if in some lifetime you hadn't had that experience, lived that way, connected to all that is, earth-based, loving, community-based, circle-based. That's the first session. The second one is initiation into the 4 directions and the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. And that's going to be a big cleansing healing ceremony as well. The third session is meeting and working with your spirit guides, learning discernment in the spiritual realms. Oh, it's just wonderful. That connection's just amazing. And the fourth one is, what are the components to dive deeper into the shamanic path? So before we kind of get more into it, we've already got stuck in already. We'll call in the 4 directions, and we'll do that quickly. We call upon the east and the air to uplift our sight, to really have that clear path, that clear way to the divine, knowing that we ourselves are divine. Thank you, Spirit of the East. We call upon the south, the earth. We acknowledge where this is being recorded, which is on Wajak Noongar Boodja, on sacred land here. And we acknowledge the original custodians of the land wherever you are. May they hold you, may they reconnect you to you. May you feel their loving support. May you learn to look after country and love it as they did, to treasure and hold it, to walk in a good way, which is holding and loving the earth and respecting the earth by respecting yourself, healing yourself. Thank you, Spirit of the South. We call upon the west and the energy of the water. And we call upon the energy of the oceans to just wash through us, to wash through our space, and to just wash through our path. We've been working on this morning our path, our spiritual path. And we've been clearing stuff that's been in the way of that, that's been disempowering us. So let's wash that with the ocean and just cleanse that. We call upon that beautiful energy of the whales and the dolphins to journey with us, to uplift us, to swim with us, to expand us on the beautiful ocean of consciousness, which we're journeying with whenever you're listening to this. Thank you, Spirit of the West. We call upon the north and the energy of the fire. Let's call upon that beautiful warming fire, that campfire, or the hearth in the home that's just warm, it's safe, it's loving. We just feel held by it, supported by it. May you feel the warmth of the flickering flames, but even more just the safety of being connected, of being yourself, of having permission to be yourself, knowing that yourself is enough. It's not just enough, it's amazing. Creating this safety to come back to you. Come back to your heart, to simplify things, to clarify things, to awaken things, to be held, to be loved. We have to be open to that. We have to invite it in. Life can shut us down. So let's invite warmth in. Let's invite warmth into every single part of our being, to bring this sense of belonging, to bring this sense of respect, to bring this sense of being held. Thank you, Spirit of the North. We call upon the direction of below. And again, acknowledging Mother Earth above, Father Sky. And the sacred in between, which is a really important place in the shamanic realm, which is that bridge between the physical and the spiritual, between above and below. And that's the realm of the shamanic practitioner, to be that middle point, to be present and here. We can be of most use when we're here, when we're this channel, this connector. So we acknowledge the center, the sacred in between. We call upon the shamanic path that's natural for us, that we feel a connection to, knowing that the elders that are way back and the beautiful ones, so many that I've met in the present, they don't care about the color of your skin, the pigment of your skin. They care about your heart, your intention. You're a human being, and you're here to love. You're here to be loved, to remember who you are. And we're one family. We're one family. We're one tribe. We're one world. We're one people. We're one consciousness. Let's not put any labels that separate us from anything. We call to us our guides who love us unconditionally, our higher selves, so that this space, this container that we're creating together, and it doesn't matter when you listen to this, we are all together, is a safe one, a held one, a respectful one, energetically. And you can say, I will not do anything energetically.
I will not do anything energetically,
consciously or subconsciously,
consciously or subconsciously,
to break the field of love we're creating,
to break the field of love we're creating,
to break the container,
to
help me remember who I am,
to help me remember who I am,
and to feel connected to everybody here,
and to feel connected to everybody here,
to all of life.
to all of life.
That's it. Let's really commit to that. Consciously, of course, we all do, but we can have subconscious energies that doubt, that don't trust, that feel we're not good enough, that this isn't right, or something like that, that just try and limit our own experience, maybe even limit the experience of the collective group. But we're together, we're all journeying together. Let's talk a little bit about shamanic healing, a little bit about the shamanic path. We've already discussed it in a roundabout way, by doing some healing work and clearing work. But shamanic healing is the oldest healing modality on the planet. And it's also the oldest spiritual path on the planet. In this country, in this area that we live in, that's at least 60,000 years. They're always getting more evidence of the Aboriginal connection to country and how long they've been here, and that connection to country, that connection to oneness, that connection to each other is the essence of the shamanic path, and that's been practiced on all continents throughout the world. Even countries like the UK, which we may not at all associate with being indigenous and an earth-based culture, it was totally 100%. Way before modern religions and Christianity came, there were the Celts and the Druids. They were working with all the plants and working with nature and being in harmony and doing ceremonies and living in community, finding connection and empowerment to all that is. It's ancient and it's everywhere. And everybody has that right to connect to it. And the essence of it, which we've talked about already, is oneness. So I'm just going to give a little demonstration of that. We've talked about this already incidentally, but in the shamanic path, there's this sense of we come from oneness. Even before we come down, there's oneness, and we come from source. And then we come down to literally experience ourselves as divine, as source. Because when we're up swimming in oneness, we kind of get lost. So we separate off to experience ourselves as that. And in indigenous cultures, they were really trained to maintain this, to keep this clean, to acknowledge that this is who they are. But as we've already talked about, energetically, in our more modern cultures, more modern power structures, more religions, there's been this sort of cloaking of who we truly are. So instead of knowing that we're source and divine, there's something that comes in the way of that. And we even have ancestral energies that come through the line, like, I'm not good enough. How, like, shame and guilt and addictions we're told that we're this and that, and we start to believe it, and we identify with this in our story and the things that happened to us from the past. But that's not who we are. So in shamanic healing, as we've learnt it, all of these things, they can be past life things, they can be ancestral things, they can be all of this not good enough, addictions. We can find all those energies and release them and free ourselves so that we can experience ourselves as this, so that we can walk from this place, experience from this place. And this place is at its heart love. It's unconditional love. And all traditions talk about that. And really in the shamanic path, it's an earth-based one, so it's embodying that. You know, I've been really lucky in my role here in Little Perth. You know, so many gurus have come and stayed with me, and spiritual teachers and monks and elders and shamanic practitioners, and they all basically say the same thing, that we are come from source, we are source, and the essence of this is love. But it's about living that to the best of our capability. And when I have snippets and experiences of that in others, I love it. You know, some teachers come and they don't necessarily live that all the time. But, you know, I remember snippets like Uncle Bob Randall, this beautiful elder, this Anangu elder from Uluru, who's literally was like the Dalai Lama of Australia. He was just like a high priest, and he just taught Kanyini, which is unconditional love, and he taught it everywhere, all over the world. But I love seeing it. You know, I love seeing love in action, not just talked about. And I remember going to Kentucky Fried Chicken, just me and him, because he loved his Kentucky Fried Chicken. And we're driving there, and his daughter called him on the phone. And I have never heard anyone speak to another person with so much love, ever. Like the timbre of his voice, the words he said, you know, my darling, I love you so much, I adore you, you're such an amazing person. You're so beautiful. Like 10 minutes of that, just absolutely gushing on her, absolutely loving her, filling her love tank up to capacity so that she knows she's loved. So the shamanic path is not just about having ideas and experiences of love. It's not just about having ideas and experiences of oneness. The idea is to embody that, to live it, to breathe it, to anchor it, to be physically here. And it's so important to be physically here because on the shamanic path, there's this notion of being a channel. of being a clear conduit. And so it's important that we're present, that we're grounded in our bodies. Before we go any further, I feel the shamanic path for us, for you personally, and I invite you to know that it's safe to welcome that in. You don't have to suddenly follow a new religion or a new pathway, but you might expand it to have this sense of this living embodiment of the shamanic path. I remember when I was in my mid-20s or something like that, I'd grown up in the guru tradition, but then I'd spent a long time with a shamanic teacher and learning about that. And then, I went to visit the ashram years later, and I was in conflict because there was so much love there. And I was like, am I following this path or following that path? And my guide said, include your gurus as another part of your path, as another guide, they're another helper. So I had my spiritual helpers who were good at all sorts of different healing things. I had the gurus, I had all of the different past lives, and the teachers and the monks. All of it was welcomed on my path. But it's still one path, and no one can tell you what your path is. Everybody has to find that for themselves. I know that for me, when I would ask that question, what's my path? I would see a symbol that is sacred to me. Really sacred. And it was before I even knew what that was, before I travelled overseas, before I'd been with elders, before I'd started to have that connection personally. And in the shamanic path, it's not like you have to go here or there. If you open to it, those energies come to you. Those shamanic teachers in spirit come to you. Maybe even teachers from past lives come to you. It's all accessible. I invite you now to welcome that shamanic path to you, to feel those ancestors, to feel the earth. I'm just going to do some quiet drumming here to help you get you out of your mind a bit and into the heart. A good place to start is always the heart, so feel your heart. You can even put your hand on your heart. And know for sure, without a doubt, you are supported, you are loved. And you can say, I call out to the shamanic path.
I call out to the shamanic path.
I call out to the shaman.
I call out to the shaman.
Past, present and emerging.
Past, present and emerging.
To feel their love.
To feel their love.
To feel their support.
To feel their support.
To help me come home to me.
To help me come home to me.
To help me feel safe on this planet.
To help me feel safe on this planet.
To help me feel powerful and loved.
To help me feel powerful and loved.
To know that I am a ball of love.
To know that I am a ball of love.
An ocean of love.
An ocean of love.
A cosmos of love.
A cosmos of love.
You can say, I doubt my doubts.
I doubt my doubts.
And I welcome in something bigger.
And I welcome in something bigger.
Yamaho. is you might open your heart further to the loving support of unconditional love. We only ever invite in spiritually unconditional love. Those that have mastered unconditional love, those that have fully embodied who they truly are, remember in every cell who they are. And you might open your heart to those energies, to feel their heart connecting with your heart, to help you clear, awaken, and remember who you are. You are not alone. You've never been alone. All we need to do is invite that in, because we live in a free will universe. If you don't open to that support, of course it won't come. And you can be clear, only the energy of unconditional love, only the energy of unconditional love, only the energy of unconditional love. I invite you to feel safe. I invite you to feel love, to see light, to know that you are held, to know that you are supported, to know that you are cradled in whatever form resonates with you. It might be a knowing, it might be a feeling, it might be an image. That's it. Really relax into it. Really relax into the support. You've done enough. You've tried so hard. You've done so much. It's your time to receive and be held and let go. Let go of all the trying, the striving, the pushing, the doubting, the worrying, the fear. Let it all go. Let this safe container of your spiritual team take it from you. They are big enough to transmute it. They welcome it. And those energies are not you. That's it. Welcome it in. You can only feel love if you welcome love in. You can only feel peace if you welcome peace in. And know that your essence is peaceful. Your essence is love. Still yourself to feel that, but to be supported by the presence of love. You're only welcoming in unconditional love. Breathe it in. If you breathed it in, see if you can breathe it in a bit more. See if you can sink a bit more deeply into being held. Just let go a little bit more if you can. With every breath, breathe in and let go a little bit more. Receive support a little bit more. Take love in a little bit more. Trust a little bit more. Remember, your intention is everything, and your intention is only support from the energy of unconditional love. That can be hard because a lot of our experiences through life that should have been loving perhaps weren't. So it can be hard subconsciously to receive love, to receive support, to know that we're loved. That's normal if you haven't had a really loving upbringing or a disconnected one. You can say, I am loved.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I am supported.
I am supported.
The earth supports me.
The earth supports me.
Nature supports me.
Nature supports me.
My brothers and sisters support me.
My brothers and sisters support me.
If I open to that truth,
If I open to that truth,
to that experience of life,
to that experience of life,
my experience of life
my experience of life
is totally dictated by
is totally dictated by
my beliefs about it.
my beliefs about it.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I matter.
I matter.
I am precious.
I am precious.
I am sacred.
I am sacred.
I am loved.
I am loved.
In every cell of my body, I am loved.
In every cell of my body, I am loved.
Every cell of my body is love.
Every cell of my body is love.
Breathe that love in. Breathe it in. And spread it through your body. Breathe that love deeply in. And spread it through your body. Breathe it into any areas of tightness. Breathe in. And breathe it through that tightness. Breathe it into any areas of contraction. Breathe in. And breathe through that contraction. Don't push the contraction away. Breathe love into it. That's it. Breathe love into any tightness or holding. Breathe love in. And breathe love through it. I remember that I am love.
I remember that I am love.
That the essence of life is love.
That the essence of life is love.
I am a part of life.
I am a part of life.
Therefore, my essence is love.
Therefore, my essence is love.
Start to feel that love in your heart. Really feel that softening in your heart. Love in my heart to expand.
I allow the love in my heart to expand.
I the love in my heart to expand,
I allow the love in my heart to expand,
particularly through any old cords
particularly through any old cords
of fear around love
of fear around love
and being loved.
and being loved.
So breathe that love in and expand it. That's it. Let it out. Let it just burst out. Let it flow out. Let it go through all those old stories about love and safety and your self-worth, your lovability. Let your own love heal you. I allow my own love to heal me.
I allow my own love to heal me.
Those experiences from the past are gone.
Those experiences from the past are gone.
I don't need to hold on to them.
I don't need to hold on to them.
They are not real anymore.
They're not real anymore.
They're only with me if I hold on to them.
They're only with me if I hold on to them.
Breathe love in and just let it spill out. Breathe it out. Just breathe it out. Breathe it through your whole being, through your whole life, through your whole body, through all of your ideas about other people, about yourself, about life. Whatever we believe about life, it's the experience we have. So if we believe that people aren't loving, of course we're going to be attracted to people who will validate that people are not lovable, that they don't love me, that I'm not lovable. Whatever we believe is our experience because we validate it. We are creator beings. We are creation itself. And creation itself shapes itself around our beliefs. And a lot of these beliefs are from the past. They're from experiences that we interpreted were bad and wrong, when maybe they were even big learning experiences, big growing experiences. Maybe they even shaped who we are. And looking back on it, we wouldn't change it. But those beliefs form from those times of contraction, of fear, of letdowns, of breakups. They can stay in our field. So let's really breathe love through them. Really picture your heart as an ocean of love. It's moving through your entire body, your entire being, your entire mind, your entire life. And just finishing, I invite you to just even put your hand on your heart to feel your body, to bring this sense of safety to your body. It's a big deal to love. It's a big deal to love again. To love to a deeper level. To trust again, to trust to a deeper level, to believe in the goodness of life, and therefore experience love, experience goodness, experience trust, because that's our core beliefs. We're going to have a short pause just for 5 minutes. So if you choose, you can just sit in that energy. This is a really good time to get a drink, to go to the toilet, We'll have a little break and we'll come back soon. Welcome back. So we've talked about the shamanic path, we've cleared some blocks to it, we've felt the energy of that path, which is all about love. It's all about this, we come from source and we come down, and the essence of this is pulsing, vibrating love. Hopefully you had an experience of that, you have this sense of the capacity of that, and that past experiences may block a little bit of that, which is normal, and everything's energy, so we can clear it. So we've talked about the shamanic path, we've felt it, it's all about oneness, it's love, it's source. But what about the shamanic practitioner? So through the eons of time, thousands and thousands of the years, the shaman, the medicine woman, the medicine man, they were a bit like a doctor and a therapist and a priest all rolled into one. So they worked when someone got sick and was unwell, they connected to that oneness that's inside of us and all around us. How can that person get better? And they were shown and guided how to use plants, how to do ceremonies, how to allow the earth to heal, what parts of the earth were healing, ceremonies that were healing, rites of passages, all of that sort of stuff. When someone was psychologically out of whack, when they're emotionally imbalanced, when the tribe was wondering which way to go and what was the best way to go in dangerous situations, through all of that, the shamanic practitioner would be that conduit, to be that hollow bone. And I was so lucky, in my early 20s, I met Sue, who was just an absolute master at speaking to your guides. So I grew up with this telephone line, direct to my guides, and they can really help you to see the positive nature of everything, that the world's not against you, that it's here for you, and everything's a learning experience, a growing one. So the shamans were able to communicate with that oneness. And that oneness often came in the form of guides who could give information. And when I first started out, it was like feeling that out. But as the years rolled on and we'd go on shamanic trips together, sometimes 3 months at a time, doing all sorts of healing work on the land, going to ceremonies. And as I grew into that, I would sense, feel, perceive a guide come in, and I'd get information about it, and then Sue would just validate that. She'd say, this guide's come in and they want us to do this together, and I go, that's exactly what I got. So I learned that I wasn't mad, I wasn't crazy, and over time I learned to do what she did, to learn to communicate with people's guides, to help them to access this healing, so it's all about being a clear channel. The shamanic path is a humble one. It's not about us doing things. So it can be a bit hard for us in the West to learn it, because it's all about achieving and doing and learning. Whereas in shamanic healing, the less you do, the more that this source energy can do the work. So it's really hard for people to sort of step back and allow something bigger to come in. We want to do it, and we can do it. We can learn all of these techniques, but it's way better when we allow the techniques, when the techniques just happen around us. So a lot of the shamanic path is actually clearing out this channel. We call it being a hollow bone. So there's a lot of healing, because every time you heal and release, you make more space for this light to come through. And I like to think of it, I love the didge, and the didge is a little bit like a hollow tube too, right? Just like we are. And just like we are, We can have all these sorts of blocks and obstacles that fill up this tube. So instead of us being a clear channel, it's clogged up. A classic one for Westerners is doubt. We just doubt everything. We doubt ourselves, we doubt our gods, we doubt our intuition. We are taught doubt, implanted in us, so that we're not powerful. So that can be something that kind of goes into this tube and stops us being empowered. Another classic one, often passed down the ancestral line, is I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough at this. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not able enough. I can't do it. I just can't do it. And I've never really met anyone who just can't do shamanic healing. And anyone can do it if they open up to getting out of the way. But sometimes you need to clear out this block of I'm not good enough. Another classic one, these are just common blocks that I've noticed over the years. Another one that can be past lives where we've been persecuted, burned at the stake, called that we're a witch, or that we've done something evil and wrong, or we've been a healer and we've let someone down, or they've died and that was as it was meant to be, but we took it personally. So we can have made all these vows that it's bad, it's wrong to do healing, that we shouldn't do it. And that comes with us through the lifetime, so that when we step in, that can get in the way from this channel. Another one that is quite common, very, very frustrating for your healing guides, is you not getting out of the way. So often when we come to the very end of the shamanic training and people are doing the one-on-one and reviewing them, and I'm just talking to your guides, I'm talking to your healing guides, they're talking to me, what do they want? And often they just want you to just get out of the way. So you learn all these techniques and they're really powerful, but then we have a feeling that we need to do them. So sometimes we block up this channel through techniques, through our own mind. So instead of the didgeridoo sounding really cool, like a didgeridoo should, it can sound a little bit like this. So something's coming through, but it's not all that great. So healing energy can come through, but if we can clear out the blocks, obviously the channel is widened. So we're constantly looking to widen the channel. And so we're working on, I know it's really hard, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let the guides do it. There's been all this past life persecution. It's just energy. With energy, you can clear it. There can be that energy of not good enough, passed down the ancestral line. There's so much we take in when we're young. We just take it in like a sponge. We get rid of it. The energy of doubt. I love my mum's guru. She's just a classic line, which I must say, every class, doubt your doubt and have faith in your faith. She talks about if people put all of that energy into their doubt and they rechanneled it into their faith, they'd be enlightened straight away. And then so what happens is that when we go to allow that energy to come through, we can play music, which is the music of spirit. So that's why in the shamanic path, it's not necessarily about getting something here, getting something there, learning this technique, learning that technique, this sort of, that everything's out there, and if I just get it, if I learn this mantra, if I learn this technique, if I study with this person, all this stuff that's external. But a lot of it is just clearing out the gunk, clearing out the layers, and they are layers. Anyone who's done any healing work knows that. You go, oh, I've really got through the abandoned issue of my mother once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, for 10 years, for 20 years, for 30 years. You know, there's layers to it. But each time we clear a layer, we're making this channel wider. We're stepping more into trust and faith. Our belief gets better. We slow down more. We listen more. We feel more. And as we deepen that journey of trust, then of course the energies that come into support are stronger. Our connection's more stable. It's more grounded. So I invite you to feel into your body now. Energetically feel in where might there be blocks on you being a clear tube, you being a clear channel. Feel into it. Feel into where it is in your body. It's just energy. What color is it? What's its shape? What's the texture of it? Is it inside your body? Is it around your body? Is there something totally blocking your whole channel to the earth or to above, inside? Start to feel into that within you. In shamanic healing, we often work with the elements of nature. As you quiet yourself, as you still yourself, as you turn within, I want you to encourage you to, invite you to perceive a beautiful fire. One that can burn all of that energy. And you might even have a sense of the label of it. Like, is it not good enough? Is it doubt? Is it confusion? Is it fear? Or it might just be a blob of energy. Trust your body's wisdom. Where is it? What is it? And have a sense of this sacred fire building, growing, strengthening. Be aware of all of that shamanic support or whatever spiritual support you really resonate with, coming around you to encourage you to feel safe, to let those blocks go, to let the energy go that's blocking that channel, your spiritual channel. And you're invited to start to pull that out, to grab that energy, to blow that energy out, to clear it out, knowing it's just energy. You can say, these blocks are just energy.
These blocks are just energy.
I am a powerful creator being.
I am a powerful creator being.
And I pull these energies out.
And I pull these energies
I
out.
unblock myself.
I unblock myself.
I unlock myself.
I unlock myself.
I am not these energies.
I am not these energies.
Some of these energies,
Some of these energies,
I don't even know where they came from.
I don't even know where they came from.
They do not even belong to me.
They don't even belong to me.
So take a breath in. betraying anybody
I'm not betraying anybody.
by freeing myself of these energies.
By freeing myself of these energies.
These energies are betraying me.
These energies are betraying me.
Another big breath in. That's it. Start to pull them out. Start to breathe them out. Start to move them out of your field. Pull them out, like grab them. Like actually use your hand to go up your body and find it and pull it out. Really decisively. Not in a wishy-washy way, but decisively. Just go up the body, where is it, and grab it out. Grab it out, pull it out. Make a sound as it comes out. Use your breath as you release it out. Support. Call on the help of the eagle to fly down and pull it out. The help of your guides, the help of Mother Earth. I welcome support from my spiritual team.
I welcome support from my spiritual team
to clear this energy.
to clear this energy.
And that may come in different forms. For me, it's this big eagle. This eagle is just come in. It might be an angel for you. It might be a helper. It might be an animal. I'm just getting this eagle just coming in, flying in, pulling that energy out. And you can help. And you can say, I am not these energies.
I am not these energies.
say it's every person's right
It's every person's right
to be a conduit and a channel for spirit.
to be a conduit and a channel for spirit.
And I claim that right.
And I claim that right.
And I invite you to get a sense of this beautiful spiritual energy flowing through your body. That'll be different for everybody, but I'm just getting this eagle so strong. I want you to have the sense of, the eagle is in many indigenous cultures connected with spirit because it just flies so high. It's so high up there. It's right up there in the cosmos, right up there, even above the clouds. Nothing between it and the sun and all that is. But having this sense of that energy of unconditional love, high spiritual vibration in your body and flowing out through your hands. So often in shamanic healing, the energy will go through our hands. It'll go through our heart, it goes through our eyes, it forms through our words, through the sounds, through instruments. But have it come through, flow through your hands. So really unblocking your hand chakras. So everybody's hands has like a chakra in it. So have this sense of that being open and unblocked and beautiful light flowing out through it. Healing light, spiritual light. Can even play with that through the room. Play with the feeling of that. Everybody perceives the spiritual realms differently. Some perceive it through a feeling, some through a knowing, some through images, some through words and sounds, some even through smell, touch. But be wildly free. Don't limit yourself. How would it be for this high vibrational spiritual entity to just flood through your hands? Feel it going around your body, going around your aura, around your whole being, awakening you, clearing you, reminding you of your capacity to be a conduit for good, to be a healing conduit, to be a conduit for love, for joy, for peace, for balance. Allow that healing energy now to go to your third eye, which is your spiritual vision, your shamanic sight. And have a vision, an image of this healing energy going to someone in the world who needs it, to some situation in the world that needs it. Knowing that if that person or that situation doesn't want to receive it, that it goes to whoever is ready to receive it, is open to receiving this spiritual energy, this light, bringing real clarity. Always doubt your doubt, so go with it. I love that our greatest scientist, Einstein, said, knowledge we're limited by, imagination sets us free. So imagination is the key that unlocks the spiritual door. So we don't create things, but we can expand it, be wildly free. That magnifies the power of it. There's someone, something in your life, some situation beyond you, this is for others, that needs this light, that needs this vision, that needs this clarity, that needs this healing. And it's free will, so if they don't want it or need it or are not open to it, it will go to the needy, those who really need it. I magnify the power of this healing energy.
I magnify the power of this healing energy.
By anchoring it,
By anchoring it,
believing in it,
believing in it,
and allowing it.
and allowing it.
So really let that healing light go around that person, around that situation, through that environment, through that ailment, bringing peace, bringing balance, bringing clarity, calming, soothing. I allow this healing light to do its thing.
I allow this healing light to do its thing.
I don't need to control it.
I don't need to control it.
I allow it.
I allow it.
And really surrender to it. Really surrender to the possibility of it, the energy of it. Remembering the less you do, the more spirit can. So in shamanic healing, we're not trying to do it, we're allowing it. Spirit is doing it through us. The forces of nature are doing it through us. The oneness is doing it through us. We don't need to do it. We observe it, we ground it. So the shamanic practitioner's job is to bring it from the spiritual realms to the physical. We ground it, we anchor it, we bring it into this 3D world. That's always been the shamanic practitioner's role. The conduit between the upper realms, heaven and earth. I believe that I can be this conduit.
I believe that I can be this conduit.
I open to that experience.
I open to that experience.
I open myself to being this conduit.
I open myself to being this conduit.
I don't need to do the healing.
I don't need to do the healing.
I observe it.
I observe it.
I magnify it.
I magnify it.
Through my allowing of it.
Through my allowing of it.
Through my creativity.
Through my creativity.
That expands its effectiveness.
That expands its effectiveness.
If we doubt it, we limit it. But when we really allow it, it expands. It grows. I am a healing conduit.
I am a healing conduit.
Everybody has that capacity within them.
Everybody has that capacity within them.
I know this is fact.
I know this is fact.
I know that there have been words that I've said that are healing.
I know that there's been words I've said that have been healing.
Actions that I've done that are healing.
Actions I've done that have been healing.
Thoughts that I've thought that are healing.
Thoughts that I thought that are healing.
And I know sometimes that's bigger than me.
And I know that sometimes that's bigger than me.
I've experienced it.
I've experienced it.
Now I'm just turbocharging it.
And now I'm just turbocharging it.
I believe in the healing forces of nature.
I believe in the healing forces of nature.
I believe in the healing forces of the divine.
I believe in the healing forces of the divine.
And that I am a conduit for that.
And that I am a conduit for that.
If I open myself to be.
If I open myself to be.
And this is where you need to decide, do you open yourself to be? Do you open yourself to the calling to be a conduit? To remember how to be a conduit. You've done it before. Through your words, through your actions, through your kindness. In this lifetime, in others. I remember who I am as a healing conduit.
I remember who I am as a healing conduit.
Sometimes as we open to being a conduit, knowing that in the shamanic realms it's all about grounding it. One way we can bring the spiritual energy into this physical is through our voice, through our sound. We can open that to bring the vibrations of healing energy into this realm. So I invite you to try that, to open yourself to that, to allow sound, healing sound, to come through you. And Amanda, you might need to be a little bit quiet with your beautiful sound, just so everyone else can find theirs. Let it pulse through you. Let the sounds pulse through you. It amplifies this healing energy. It magnifies it many times over. All there is on the planet is vibration, light, and sound. Really let that sound amplify the sound, magnify the sound. Be a conduit. Let it flow through you. Feel it. What's the feeling of the spiritual energy, and put a sound to it. Just as we come to an end with that journey, use your breath. So your breath can be really light and soft. It can be strong, but allow spirit, allow your guides to use your breath to merge with their breath. Again, bringing the spiritual energy through the physical amplifies it. As you explore your shamanic path, as you explore being a hollow bone, as you explore being a channel for spirit, you'll get confirmations through people's lives being changed, through ailments dissolving, through inner conflicts being rebalanced, giving you confidence that what you're amplifying into the world is being received by the world. This has happened to me thousands of times, where I've shared healing energy in thoughts and sacred moments and sacred places, and learnt of the impact from those situations and places and events that validate and clarify the power of intention, the power of all that is, and simply opening to being a part of the healing forces of nature. Breathing into your heart again. You might even put your hand on your heart just to bring yourself back more into your physical body, bringing you back into the energy of gratitude, feeling your feet under you, giving gratitude to the energies that have come in to support you, to support others, letting those people and situation and events go, and just having this sense of a beautiful shower of light, a beautiful waterfall of light just coming in to cleanse you. So just cutting from that, using your hand to cut consciously from the work you've been guided and inspired to provide. Just have this intention that you're under this waterfall of light just to cleanse your own field. You can say, I let go of that person and that situation.
I let go of that person and that situation.
I know that life has them.
I know that life has them.
I don't need to hold them.
I don't need to hold them.
I was just acting as a conduit.
I was just acting as a conduit.
An inspired one.
Inspired one.
A totally unplanned one.
A totally unplanned one.
Literally, I didn't even know we were going to be doing that. So you don't have to take responsibility to make sure that situation or person is rebalanced. You let it go. You give that back to them, you give that back to spirit, you give that back to the oneness, source energy, to life, to creation. Whatever word works for you. just wiggling your fingers and toes a little bit, opening your eyes, rolling your wrists, moving your body a little bit, just coming back into your room, coming back into your space, just even shaking your, like moving your feet up and down a little bit, just really coming back into your body. Take a breath in and blow it out. Breath in, breath in, another breath in. Yeah, that's it. Really just shake out the people, the situation. So you don't want to hold on to anything. Take over responsibility. Shamanic path is humble. We don't do anything. We just be a conduit, or we allow it to happen. But our Western minds, you know, we want to fix and solve, particularly men. We're hopeless at that. So just stilling yourself, coming back into your heart. Amazingly, we've run out of time for the first session. Come to the end of that. There's just one thing that I really wanted to share before we do end, which is, it's not so much the shamanic healing path about learning this and learning that. I really wanted to share that you get your PhD in healing by healing yourself, by going on that journey yourself, because every step you take along that path, you can then help someone take really fast steps to get to the same point. And your journey may be, you know, seeing all different parts of it. And so that when someone comes, and they'll often be attracted to you because you've moved beyond where they are, you understand it, you know it, you have mastered it, really. So even if you do choose to do all the shamanic training with one tribe, your certificate is with you and you, by healing yourself, by going on that journey yourself. Every time you dig deeper and go further, you can take people further, because you can only really take people as far as you have gone yourself. And that's why walking the shamanic path, it's not all roses and butterflies and fairies. That's great if that's your gig, but if you're going to really help people work through their trauma of every variety across lifetimes, and we need healers like that, we need practitioners like that who, you know, will roll up the sleeves and dive in and go into the deep nitty gritty. You kind of got to go there yourself. If you don't want to, you know, that's fine. But if you really, really want to get to the root of your own energy system and what's impacting it and restricting you from living this, i.e. source and love and light, yeah, you got to kind of go there yourself. We've come to time for the first session. The next one will be going on a journey of working with the 4 directions and the elements of earth, air, fire and water. That will be a big healing journey. It'll be an initiation. If you're doing this live, we're going to have a break for an hour and then do it. So enjoy your break. We'll close the 4 directions down now. That's just a container we set. So we give great gratitude to the east, the south, the west, the north, the direction of below, Mother Earth above, Father Sky, the sacred in between. We give gratitude to all that we've experienced, all that we've let go. So we've dived into what is the shamanic path, what is blocking us from our personal path, and we've gone into what does it mean to do shamanic healing, some blocks, obstacles, we've cleared that, and we've even allowed ourselves to be a conduit for it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon for session number 2.